Boys, let's pick some games.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Right now. All right.
All
Match week 28. This is Red Card Radio. Thanks for tuning in. I support Arsenal. Sean sports Tottenham. Joel sports Newcastle. All that rigmarole.
So eager to pick games. Let's go.
Like, subscribe, follow, all the things that you normally need to do, all the things that I normally talk about. Do all those things. But we're 25 seconds into this episode, and we are ready to pick some games. Sean.
No, we're not.
Oh, wait, what? Wait,
Tell us who's leading.
Please.
Oh, I got ahead of myself.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. Trying to skirt past.
I don't know. I'm just
we got a lot of contestants last week, so maybe we can just run through the amount of wins we had.
Okay, fair point. That's a good point. We should resolve last week. That's a fair point. So last position, who was the lowest? So 5 points was the lowest point gain from anyone last week. Do you want to know, Sean, who only gained 5 points last week? Oh,
me.
It was you, me, and Tam Zed. We all only picked up 5 points. Next best was 6 points. So if you're keeping score at home, that is actually tied for second because we have 6 people picking. So tied for second with 6 correct would be Brad and Jimmy. So, good job. Jimmy, that's 2 weeks in a row at 6, correct?
Yeah.
And that leaves one person. Sole position got 7 correct. Joel, congratulations. Round of applause. You win match week 27.
That is also the most earned in any week so far.
Yeah.
We're only 4 weeks in, but that is
true.
the most.
So if we want to give a quick update on the league standing, it's still in last place is Tam Zed. That's because he didn't pick a couple weeks. And then following him is Jimmy because Jimmy got on the train late. But of people who have picked every week, we have 2 ties. Interestingly enough, Brad and I are both tied on 18 points, and Sean and Joel, you guys are both tied on 21 points. So it's getting...
Let's go, Sean. We're running away with it, Sean. We're running away with it.
No, I'm just picking everything opposite from you guys.
Well, you guys mentioned this is based on a popular game on some other show that I'm sure this clearly is not important as this.
Please
do these results are these comparable to other people that professionally pick picks? Are we?
I can.
Is 7 a very accurate number they would do well?
I'll do some market research and find out.
Okay.
If
7 is a phenomenal score.
7 is really good.
So if you were to get 6, say twice in a row,
not as good as 7.
No, okay.
Yeah, not as good as 7.
All right. I'm just curious.
All right. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, now we are unfortunately 3 minutes into this podcast, and now we're ready to pick some games.
We're picking.
All right. So we're going to let Joel pick first because as our guest, we want to give you the opportunity to get our first pick in. And so we are at Old Trafford on Saturday morning. It's Manchester United hosting Everton Football Club. Joel?
Yes. This is a hard one to pick because United are unpredictable and Everton are terrible. I am going to go with a Manchester United win.
Okay. Sean, would you like to regale us with your pick?
I think that this absolutely screams draw. Because of the inconsistencies of United. Well, we say that, and they had a consistent run up until losing to Fulham. They were really consistent for a few games, 5 or 6 games in a row, and then ran into Fulham, which was a blunder, and then City, which everybody's going to lose that game just about. But I am going to go United here. I think getting back in the theater of dreams, Everton are just not good enough.
I too am picking United in this game. I will say as a caveat, if United lose this game, their season is going to spiral out of control because they have got a team full of people who only want to be playing in the Champions League. And if they lose this match, and it will seem impossibly far for them to finish 4th. and their season will just be away from them at that point. At which point, the players who only care about playing in the Champions League will stop caring, and it'll get out of hand really quickly. But I also am taking a United win in this match. Bournemouth Sheffield, Sean. Bournemouth Sheffield. Who do you have?
I have been championing this team for many weeks now. We are at the Stadium of Light, I think. No, we're not. I keep confusing that. Vitality Stadium.
Yes.
This is Bournemouth.
Oh, interesting.
This is Bournemouth in a rout. This is Solanke with a hat trick.
Let's do the Solanke Panky.
Yes.
All right. I was taking a draw in this match. I think that this one's ending all square. Joel.
I'm in agreement with Sean. Bournemouth home win.
All right.
Just really quick, are we doing the Bournemouth game on Wednesday as well? Bournemouth Luton is technically part of this game week.
Yeah, sure, we'll do it.
Yeah, why not?
We weren't doing it until right now, and now we're doing it.
Just adds another game to get another point, you know?
Yeah. I'll throw it in there at the end. Bournemouth Luton. All right, but we'll deal with that one in a second.
Yes.
That's on Wednesday, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay, I see it. Brad will be so happy he gets to pick another game. All right. Where does that leave us? Palace, Luton. Speaking of Luton Town, we got Crystal Palace, Luton Town, London Derby. Anyone? Kind of. Luton's just outside of London.
Ish. Yeah, ish.
So I guess I'm picking first in this one. Who did I pick? I'm taking Crystal Palace in this match. I think this is still kind of new manager bouncy, a little bit, and it's Guslier or something like that. Whatever his name is. I think that Palace will win this match.
I guess it's me now. I agree. Luton are in a horrid run of form, so I'm going to go Palace home win.
You know what I say, week in and week out, that if you go into the kennel, you better expect some dogs.
Now, I have a quick question for you.
Unfortunately, we're not going to the kennel, so this is. So you better expect some draws. We're going draw.
A draw. Okay, I thought you were. I thought you were picking Palace. I typed Palace into the spreadsheet because I thought when you go to the Selhurst Park, you're gonna get the
nothing.
Okay. See? Wolves Fulham. This is your pick first, Joel. Wolves Fulham. This is where I got to in my list of picking, and I was just like, I don't want to pick anymore before the podcast. I'm just gonna everything else from here on out is me just picking it live.
This is a tough one. This is 10th v 12th. What an exciting game.
Man, who's in between those teams?
An irrelevant small club.
Yes.
This is such a hard one to pick. I am going to go with a Fulham in good form. Draw.
That's what I thought you were going to say. I was typing it as you were saying it.
Yeah.
Sean?
I am not betting against the Wolves at Molineux. I am going with the Wolves of Wolverhampton.
I too am taking Wolves. I think Wolves are better than Fulham, just generally speaking. I think
they're just a better team. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Fulham have been kind of up and down a lot. Fulham have put on a good run of form recently, and so maybe they've turned a corner and they will be more formidable in the final third of the season. But I just generally think Wolves are a better team. I think if Wolves hadn't had poor VAR decisions against them, they would firmly be higher in the table. And so, yeah, I'm taking Wolves in this match. I think Wolves are a good team. So, Sean. Oh no, this is me. Has to be me first. Arsenal Brentford. Now, loyal listeners, friends of the podcast, you will remember. I think this was like 5 or 6 weeks ago. Sean was talking about how Brentford was going to get relegated, and he listed a laundry list of Brentford games. And I said that Brentford were going to get 6 points in this run of games. They were going to get 3 draws and 1 victory. Now, I don't know if you guys will remember who I picked where they would win, which game I picked where they would win. And
It was Wolves away, and they did.
No, incorrect. I picked them to I picked them to beat Arsenal away.
Be a man of your word. Stick with it.
I'm going to be a man of my word, and I'm taking Brentford in this match. This is okay. I don't know why I think that this is just like the largest banana peel waiting for me.
Does it take you back to their promoted year with Ramsdale's first
it's funny,
first game and goal?
It's funny you bring up Ramsdale. It wasn't Ramsdale. I think it was Leno in that match.
Oh, Leno. Yes, you were right. It was Leno in their promoted year. That's correct.
But it's funny you bring up Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale has to play this match because David Raya is technically still a Brentford player on loan to Arsenal. And so
so he's not allowed to play.
Yeah, This is probably assuming David Raya stays healthy for the remainder of the season. This is probably the last time that anyone will see Aaron Ramsdale in an Arsenal jersey. So I'm looking forward to it. I will be wearing my Ramsdale keeper kit that I bought this year, proudly on Saturday. And I bought it because I was like, yeah, Ramsdale's going to be our keeper for the next 10 years. And then 3 weeks later, Arteta bought Raya. So I'm taking Brentford. Anyone?
There you go.
Anyone's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Who's on the Brentford train?
I don't think any of us. No.
Nope. That's an Arsenal home win.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Arsenal by 50.
Hey, I'm here for it, man. If I could be wrong, I am here for it. So
Arsenal scored a bajillion goals recently, and I don't see that stopping against Brentford.
I hope not, especially at home. I hope not. All right, Villa Spurs at Villa Park. Sean, this is we talked about this a little bit in yesterday's episode. This was the tease to get people listening. Yes. So I bet you bring us the meat, hit us with some potato. Let us know, man. This is the big one.
I'm sure you guys are familiar with Lionel Richie. You guys have heard of this performer before. He's fairly famous. I don't know if you've heard of him.
I've heard of him once or twice.
He's got a few songs. He once was in a band called the Commodores, who sang a song, "It's Easy Like Sunday Morning." That's Spurs all the way. That's 2-1. 2-1 second half comeback.
and the second half comeback is easy like Sunday.
Yes, easy like Sunday morning. Because we play first game on Sunday.
I'll still be at church. Joel,
9 a.m. is the kick. So have your phone on silent, but available to watch the game in your lap.
This is interesting because if Spurs do win, they'll be in pole position for fourth place because they'll have that game in hand.
They will.
However, Villa are very good at home, except for when they play Newcastle. So I am going with a Villa home win.
Oh, it's all on me.
Villa.
I will say that I'm thinking about changing my pick because I did once you said that this is a very important tie because if we win, we are in pole position for fourth. That is the exact game that Spurs always lose.
Let me flip that on the head. Unai Emery is going to overthink this. And this happens to him all the time, where Villa are going to get a lead, and then he's going to bring on 3 center backs, and everything's going to fall apart for Villa. He's going to change the system to try and preserve a victory, and that's not what you want to do against Spurs. And Spurs are going to win the game probably 3-1. I do agree with you. I think Villa will take the lead, but I think he's going to overcook the pudding, and it's just going to fall apart for him in the second half. So I've seen this. I like Unai Emery. I think he's a great coach, but he does this where he will abandon what's working for him in order for defensive stability or more defensive resoluteness, or resolve is the word I'm looking for, more defensive resolve. And he just doesn't get it. And you've destroyed your pattern of play. You've destroyed what you were trying to do, and then it just doesn't work anymore. So I'm taking Spurs in this match. I was leaning towards a draw until I thought more about Unai. So I hope I'm wrong. But
have you So what is, before we leave this, because we still got a few more games to pick, what is more powerful? Unai Emery overthinking or Spurs DNA? That's really what you're
Ooh.
deciding. Are you
Oof.
really deciding that Emery overthinking is more powerful than Spurs DNA to blow their only chance of actual happiness?
Yeah, but if we think about Spurs this year and Spurs over the last couple years, they haven't been super Spursy. I mean, they've been a little Spursy. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I'm still taking. I think Unai is gonna he's his own worst enemy sometimes. So
All right.
All right.
I
Brighton
love
and
it.
Brighton and Hove
Brighton.
Albion against Nottingham Forest. This is also an interesting one for all the wrong reasons. Joel, I think you're kicking this one off.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Both teams are not in the best form right now. Forest playing well, they're just not getting the results.
Yeah.
Whereas Brighton are just the biggest yo-yo team. Both have a good amount of injuries. I am going to go with a Brighton home win.
All right.
I think I am going to follow that up with a draw, for some of the reasons that Joel mentioned, that Forest have been playing extremely well, just not getting results. I think this is the result they need. They are teetering. They are right on the relegation line. This would be a big result for them to snare an away point. I think they get it.
Emotionally, I want to pick Forest for I think that they've been playing well. I think that they like just it things haven't quite gone their way in certain situations. But I just think Brighton just has too much. They've got too many. Their players I think are just better. So
Yeah.
I'm taking Brighton. So
Also
West.
taking a
Go ahead.
draw or a Forest. I was also taking a draw of Forest because De Zerbi refuses to play Evan Ferguson, who is their best goal scorer, and I don't understand it. He just decides to bring him on or start him here or start him there. Just play him. He's your best goal scorer. Stop being a moron.
Yeah. All right. West Ham Burnley. I think this is me. I think me picking this one off.
Yeah.
This is West Ham. Burnley are awful. They're just really bad at football. They're just not good.
Yeah, well, one of us picked him to finish 10th. So, all
Not me. Hopefully, right? Was that you?
no, it was me. It was me. I had barely finishing 10th this year.
I guess you better take a Burnley win here.
This is no, it's too late for that, buddy. I don't even think there's enough points in the calendar to get up to 10th. This is West Ham.
Yeah, agree. West Ham.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a clean sweep. I think all 6 people who pick games will pick West Ham in this game. All right, now this is the big one. Liverpool, Manchester City. Could potentially be a title decider. It's probably not because there's 10 games after it, but this is 1 versus 2. 1 point separates them. This is from Anfield. Klopp versus Pep for the last time in the Premier League, which I hadn't even deeped until just this moment. This is the last time Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola will face off as Premier League managers against each other.
FA Cup, there's potential.
In the Premier League,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will lead us off.
Okay.
Because this is easy.
All right.
It's City.
All right.
It's City. It's just City. Yeah, there's there's no explanation needed.
Just City, Joel.
If Liverpool were full strength, I'd pick Liverpool. However, Trent's out, Alisson's out, Jota's out, Salah's out. City, yeah.
I am literally anyone but a Liverpool victory here is fine. So any result other than a Liverpool victory is fine for me. I also just think that City will win. They're healthy. Liverpool are not. Liverpool had to grind out a victory against Nottingham Forest. City have been kind of cruising to victories recently, so things have been coming a little bit easier to City. I think it'll be a tight game, but I do think City will win in the end. That brings us to Monday. We've got Chelsea hosting Newcastle. This is 11th versus what, like 8th?
Yeah, 8th.
11th versus 8th. Joel, since this is your team, you get to kick us off here.
I am confident of a Newcastle win.
Ooh, confident.
Yeah, under the lights, I think Chelsea are just... It doesn't matter if it's under the lights or under the sun. Chelsea are useless. I was going to try to say something profound then, but no, it doesn't matter. I think Newcastle will win.
The profound statement you made were Chelsea are useless. That was the profound statement.
Yeah, Newcastle will win.
I think Chelsea always find a way to get up for the big games, and they will. They do have Stamford Bridge, which to Brad's point can be a negative as much as it is a positive. But in the big games, it's usually a positive unless things go sour really quickly. Now, I will warn Stamford Bridge and Chelsea fans that I watched a Newcastle game get sour very quickly last year against Tottenham, which I think it was, 4 or 5 in the first 20. So just don't let that happen. It was 5 in the first 20. Yeah. Just don't let that happen, and the stands won't get sour. But this is a draw for Chelsea and Newcastle.
Yeah. So the thing about this is whoever scores first will win the game, I think. Oh, thank you, Sean. I got that backwards. Yeah. If Newcastle, to your point, Sean, Stamford Bridge is maybe the most toxic ground in the Premier League right now. If things are not going well for Chelsea, the fans
it's because they're so close, right? They're so close to the pitch that you can hear every word they say.
Well, that plays a part in it, but I think that there is just a culture shock going on at Chelsea right now, where they're coming to the fans are having to come to grips with the fact that Abramovich isn't the owner anymore, that Bowley has a very different perspective and outlook on how he's going to build the team. And so I think that they don't really like the manager that much. He seems Spursy to them. And so there's a whole lot of things going on that makes that fan base exceedingly toxic right now. But with that being said, I need to get some points on you guys. So I'm taking Chelsea in this match. I need to make up some ground on you guys. So
you always could make it up in the 11th game.
Oh, which brings us to the 11th game. Sean, why don't you pick it? Because you remembered it. It's Bournemouth versus Luton Town.
Is it too soon since Lockyer is okay to make any jokes about why we're replaying this game? Is it too soon?
Go for it.
I was going to say,
is it a funny joke?
It was in my head. I don't know. I was going to say that Bournemouth are going to put Lockyer back in the grave. They're going to win. Is it too soon?
And this is, we're talking about this, how like every now
and then. He is healthy, by the way.
We have those highly questionable cuts where Poppy has to apologize. This is another one of those moments where
I would like to apologize to Tom Lockyer and his family and the entire Luton family. Lockyer is healthy and okay, and I apologize. It is going to be Bournemouth, though.
Okay. Joel, I'll let you pick.
Bournemouth home win. Yep. Easy.
You guys are both taking 2 Bournemouth home wins. I hope you guys know. And you have both picked against Luton Town in both their opportunities this weekend.
Yep.
I need to pick up some points on you guys, so I'm taking a draw.
All right.
I'm not confident in Luton Town, but I need to pick up some points on you guys. So
all right.
That's it. So we will pin these, if I remember, goodness knows. I have a 4-month-old, so I forget a lot of things right now. But if I can remember, I will pin these games as the top comment on YouTube, and you guys will be able to very easily and quickly get to them. You can also join our Discord. We have a Red Card Radio Discord if you guys use Discord, and you can chat with us there. It's been pretty tame. Tamzid and Sean haven't been at each other's throats recently. I thought it might pop off this afternoon when we were talking about Bayern Munich in the Champions League, but it got tame quickly. So
it was funny.
Sean didn't take the bait. But hit us up on social media. Joel is at Joel Finley 16. You can talk to him, Newcastle, and all kinds of stuff there. Sean is at Whiteheart_Sean. I am at James Tiffany, and collectively we can be reached at redcard_radio. Brad will respond to you there and not tell you that it's him, but if it's the Red Card Radio Twitter account tweeting, it's Brad. Just throwing that out there. I'm just letting everybody know. But until then, drop a comment. Let us know. We want to know who you guys are picking. We'd love to hear from you guys. So get those picks in before the games kick off Saturday morning. Or live pick them. I don't really care. Just do something. Let us know who you guys think is going to win. And until then, we will see you guys. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good weekend and enjoy the football.